What's up, game fanatics? I've had a very interesting week. That a lot of stuff happened that I'm going to share with you. On Saturday, thanks to a friend of mine, Gun Cam, he has the video on my gaming channel. He hooked me up with a temp job that was only for one day at Monster Truck Rally Show at Nassau Coliseum to sell stuff. So I was like, well, I'm not doing anything and it's to make money, so I went with him. And people are crazy. Oh, here's the shirt. The shirt that they gave us. If you can't see it, it says, says Monster Jam on it. Yes, it still has the hoodie and everything underneath it that I wore. The hoodie's mine. Well, everything's mine now, but this is the shirt that they gave us. You get the point. It's yellow. It says Monster Jam. It says vendor. Basically, to point and yell and scream at me if you wanted some cotton candy. Which was crazy because I was selling cotton candy for $15 and it came with a hat. And a funny situation, one lady was like, mind you, all the cotton candy is the same color, and she was like, well, does all the cotton candy taste the same? And I went, well, yes, ma'am, they all taste the same. But it was a very fun and interesting experience. A lot of hard labor, but I didn't expect going in there thinking that this was going to be easy. My respect for vendors at events has gone over 9,000. You guys are amazing that sell stuff at every show. Got to deal with people, and some people aren't bright, as you could tell with the cotton candy thing. And just the people were literally buying $15 cotton candies. Like, that's insane. I wouldn't buy $15 cotton candy. And it was at a Monster Truck Rally Show. I could understand if it was like probably if you went to like a Yankees game and like a cotton candy was like 10, you could say, oh, well, that A-Rod contract makes sense. But a Monster Truck Rally Show, $15 for cotton candy, yeah. Another interesting thing that happened to me this week. I went to Gamestop yesterday to get Microsoft points to buy the new DLC that came off Call of Duty. And I asked the person, mind you, the person was very helpful. She wasn't disrespectful at all. She was wonderful, helping me any way she could. But she didn't know, I asked her, could you just buy the DLC? Because in Modern Warfare 3, you could just buy the DLC. You didn't have to buy 1,600 Microsoft points, which is $20 to get the DLC. You could just buy the DLC and save, because that would be like 15. So she tries to look at it. She doesn't know, and no, she tries to look it up. The other a guy, I think a person that works at GameStop was telling her what to do. She tries to look it up, couldn't find it. So she thought that just scanning the game and bringing the game up would bring up everything connected to the game. It didn't. So she went back to looking up on the computer again, like the guy told her to do the first time. She finally found it, but then she was like, well, how do I know that? How do you tell if this is for Xbox or PS3? That's odd, because you could only sell the Xbox Live version, because Activision has a thing with Microsoft where anything for all the Call of Duty games, Microsoft gets the DLC first. But I'm not gonna knock her. My friend Jonathan explained, well, they're not gonna let hardcore gamers, and that's done on purpose. She's probably not a hardcore gamer. Not gonna let hardcore gamers work at a GameStop on purpose, probably in New York City, because it would hurt sales. Because they would think that we wouldn't sell a bad game to them, which is partially true. Because if you're gonna ask my opinion on the game, I'm gonna give it to you. If my opinion on headsets, I'm going to give it to you. But since I'm a hardcore gamer, I'm going to deteriorate sales because I'm going to give you the truth and I'm not going to lie about it. Because I feel it's your hard-earned money that you worked for. Why are you going to spend it on stuff that isn't good or horrible? Like, the person in front of me brought the 720 Triton headsets, and Triton headsets are horrible. After a long period, not even a long period of time, like the left earpiece always goes out. I've heard complaints of numerous commentators say that the left earpiece always is the first one to go out, and you have to ship it back, and then you got to get the money and this and that and fur, and then they give you a new one, and the same thing happens again. This is why I just stick with Turtle Beaches, because I've never had a problem with Turtle Beaches, and I've never heard a lot of problems with Turtle Beaches. But that was just, interesting. That basically the moment when you walk in to a GameStop and you know more about what the GameStop is selling than the person behind the counter. But anyway, she was good. There was no complaints about her. Besides that, she was doing her job. Like, she wasn't disrespectful. She wasn't rude. She was very nice. So it's whatever. But that's gonna end this quick vlog about this week in Game Fiend's life. Apparently, right now I'm waiting for my best friend to wake up so I can head to his house so we can talk about stuff. And that's just gonna end this vlog. Later, Game Fanatics.